Welcome back, guys, to the next episode of my Feed the Beast Let's Play. As always, this is Vralka. Thank you very much for watching. Now, this episode we're going to finish off our trees down there and then start turning some stuff into biomass and biofuel. Now, that's going to be brilliant fun, and we're going to get to it very shortly after I've just shown you this new system that I've added to, that I've just added. Basically, what used to happen is these guys were made because Cya'll would come through, get put in this chest, or those, and then these guys would come and smelt it into the ingots. And then I'd handcraft them into these blocks. Now, I found that having them in these blocks is great, but I don't need to smelt them to do it. So if you go here, uses of light Cya'll, you can see that I can just craft it straight into the block. Now I can, of course, smelt it, and if I smelt it, then I can make 9 of them into the block. So what I've got here are 5 packages. Now I'm sure there's a nice, easy, smarter way to do it, but what happens is this filter says, I will take any kind of Cya'll. The packages will package up, or it'll go into these packages, it'll try crafting in a 2x2, fail because there isn't a 2x2 crafting recipe, and then craft it into a 3x3. Now that will create the block, and you might be wondering why I've just got transposers here and not buildcraft pipes of any kind. Well, that's because when these packages have finished crafting a block, they emit redstone signal, I've been told, which means that this transposer will automatically happen, and then it'll get pushed back through the system and should go straight into there. So I thought we'd test this out on camera, just in case anything did go wrong, just because I'm sure you all like to laugh at me a bit. So this goes along, and it goes quite far. It's not going too slow, and I would implement buildcraft gold pipes, but again they don't work too well. Right, so it's gone down because there isn't a valid inventory over here for them. What the valid inventory is my filter, because my filter says Cya'll, yes please. So as you can see, it's coming around here, and they get put into the next available inventory. Oh, look at that, that was so smooth. It was unbelievable. And of course, because they get put in the very next valid inventory, these guys will always get put in one with them, or one that's able to craft them then and there. Now, when I've got my turtles running and they're putting in Cya'll, I probably don't need this setup. I don't need this many, but I've got them, and they work like a charm. So, well, there we have it. That was the start of that. What I'm now going to do is go and get some more stuff that I need to deal with our Steve's Carts stuff, and once I've done that, I will be back over there at the tree farm. Well guys, hopefully you can tell that I've recently, sorry about the noise, changed the program that I'm editing my video in. Hopefully it's removed any issues with video coding, and it was giving a slight bit of haze, but now I'm on a different software. It should completely eradicate the haze you see when I'm recording. If not, then it's to do with fraps, and it's an issue I cannot find, sadly. So basically, these guys have now done good. I've now got my 2 chests here and here, and if we can escape these guys before they get too loud, we should be able to very quickly sleep. But now that we've got that, we should be able to get most of the system done. So what I'm going to do is, on camera here, we're going to go and put these guys on, so they should work. Yeah, I've had a small few issues recently, namely, for some reason 2 of my aerial faith plates have gone, so on the platforms is now completely empty. Don't know why. This guy goes here. Now he's got the fertilizer, which means this guy should fill him up with fertilizer when he comes back. So now he'll go round on his way, chomping down everything, and then when he comes back, he should be filled up with fertilizer, which means if you don't know how this guy works with fertilizer, what happens is instead of actually oh, I needed redstone. Okay, that's what I was going to do. Solar, go. Should be able to power over them anyway. Can he? He can turn around. I don't know why he's turned around. Okay, so we'll fix this guy in a second, because I think it's an issue with these tracks. Right. This guy uses fertilizer not to fertilize trees one at a time, so it doesn't use a bone meal per tree. What it actually does is increase the general fertility in the area, increasing the number of random world ticks, pretty simply. So there's more chance that a tree can grow. I'm going to turn this off now, because it's really loud, and this chest is really filling up. Cool, we've got quite a few bits here. Some really nice enchantments. Soul Stealer if I want to fill up any more. A little bit of treasure, so some of the wand abilities. Got a load of aggressive enchants. Fortune, efficiency, some power, things like that. So we'll get enchanting soon, pretty quick. And as you can see, I've upgraded this barrel. It's an extra dimensional one now. I was just using way too much. Well, I was gaining way too many of these. I need to find out a system to turn this on and off as I require. I've recently put this guy in, Magma Crucible. He's now redstone activated. It's not for generating lava, as you may think. It's for generating obsidian. Right here is my aqueous accumulator. This will generate obsidian whenever supplied with lava, and put it in the ender chest, because something I found I was quite low on was obsidian. That sucked. So, yeah, I got that. No redstone widgets. I want you and on you. Hopefully the torch should do it on its own, but just in case, I've got this now. The reason I have these powered rails, or the booster tracks as they're actually called, is that hopefully it'll just help the pig cart around. So if I do that and then go push you up, there you go. So it shouldn't need as much power, which while it isn't actually an issue, it just means it'll keep going, sort of thing. It means that it doesn't have to drive so hard uphill. But as we can see now, this is just emptying everything into this guy's storage. So yeah, as you can see, I put glass down here to prevent these leaves from growing in the way. And actually it doesn't go any further down, so I can still get in here. But yeah, I may lower them later when I've put golems in, because I don't want golems getting in the way of this cart, because I'm pretty sure the cart will either explode or kill them or whatever. So he's done. It's set to return, so I should be sending him back. Why are you not going? Okay, that was really weird. Right, so I've got that gap there for marker blocks, I've got gaps underneath them for marker blocks, and now he just does that. So this pig should just go back and forth, as long as I change it to that. So now what will happen is it'll turn back when it's transferred, so transfer all of it. I don't know if this pig will kill me, but so it's transferring absolutely everything. Now what will happen is wood will be just taken out and put in the ender chest. That will go straight into my storage. After that, well, why isn't that guy going? He's just generating energy. Did it just... I think the pig cart oinks. Ha, that's amazing. So now this is unloading there. Okay, we're probably going to have to find another way of doing this. Probably just golems straight off the bat. I thought the pig cart was quite cool. It's doing nothing. So, pig cart should now operate. No? Apparently not. Right, so pickup goes in. Yeah. Unloads. Turns around. And should go. Why is... If anyone knows, please comment in the video. Let me know why this guy isn't getting sent back out. Because he is getting told to turn back. If it's simply an issue with the turn back feature not working with some carts, or just not working at all, it's very easy for me to fix. But I'd hope that isn't the issue we're having. This guy can get boosted. Actually, I'll do it lower down, so we can hide the fella. Oh, go, cart in the way. That goes there. Now that's powered, cool. And that's hidden. So this just grows pretty easily. And that's that, really. So we'll find out a way to do that in a minute. I will come back with golems, and will next be, in a very small little second, you'll be with me in the bottom of our mountain with what we plan on doing next, because of course this isn't just to get wood, it's also to get saplings, and as you can see I've gathered quite a lot. Now I want to run biomass production using biofuel, using oil. So as you can see over here in the base, I'm generating oil. That's going to be used to power engines. Over here, fuel, sorry. The oil is used to generate fuel. The fuel is going to be used to power engines to create biomass and convert biomass to biofuel. Biofuel is then going to get pumped back over here and stored in this tank just here. So I'm just going to go get together what I need for all of the bits and bobs, all the golems, all the piping, all the blocks. I'm going to get all that ready, and then I will be back with you all right now. Just a little side trip, but as you can probably tell, we're not where I said I would next meet you all. We are in fact just at my turtles. Excavate me 16 blocks. This is because I have run out of a lot of materials. And so I'm setting up my turtles. That is the right chest, good. To do more mining. I will show you just down below in a second. I have done an awful lot of mining recently. Well, my turtles have for me. This of course isn't ideal. He wants to excavate 16. But it is also a very good way for me to broach the subject that I'm considering changing to the Feed the Beast Ultimate Pack, as is used by a lot of other people, because it would also introduce, it would not get rid of any mods, I'd like to point out, which is useful from my point of view because it means it wouldn't break anything I've already made. But as you can see, I'm hefting out huge chunks of land, and I will be going in there soon, don't worry, don't look. Huge chunks of land, 2 chunks at a time for each pair of turtles, and at the moment I've got 4 turtles on the go at any one time, which means this is getting pretty ugly. But if we were to use the Feed the Beast Ultimate Pack, we could start using Mistcraft. Now that would give us the ability to create fully always day world, which would have the bonus of never spawning monsters on any surface. We could make it extreme hills or whatever, so it would be extra tall. We could cause it to spawn extra of certain ores or whatever. We could make a lava age should we want lava. It would make life a lot easier, but I don't want to do it without all of your consent. So I want to know in the comments, how do you all, well that's a lot of flux, how do you all feel about me switching to the ultimate pack. It would not mean I lose anything. I would keep the same world. We'd keep on where we left off. Or, you know, if you guys wanted, we could theoretically start a new world, although I haven't been on this one for that long. Why does he do that? That wood turtle, the wooden golem, every time I come back, he's here, he's on the side, but every time I turn up with a wand, he's gone again. But anyway, so now we've got a load of fuel. Oh, it's looking good. So, I'll just show you what I mean by running out of materials. That's doing well. We need to go through these. We'll do that before the end of the episode. I'm going to turn this on again, actually. And then I'm going to destroy any that I don't want. Disjunction 2. Disjunction 3. I've got a load of disjunction. I don't need them. Anyway, I will do this and then be back with you all, as I said, over at the tree farm. Right now we're here and we're able to set up all of our stuff. First step is going to be to set up a relay for all of the items we want processed to go into. So the whole idea is the golem can put things in that relay marked by the red and it will go into our system. From there, we're going to need barrels over here. This is where I'm going to store my barrels. And these barrels will be for any excess saplings and saplings and other bits and bobs that we collect. I probably won't need this many because I have now changed the farm to be only the regular trees. This is because of a development that I found that the other trees just weren't growing, and that's, I believe, because they can't grow or have more stringent growing requirements than the oak saplings. That being that they can't have a block up onto the side of them, they can't have any in a 3x3 area up just above them as well as behind and all that. So those have been removed. So we're going to do this. I'm just going to break these because this is where I want to put tubing of the pneumatic kind. So that'll be there. And then we'll get some tubes out. Where's my bag? Oh dear, I had oh, there it is. Bag 2. No, not that. So we have some tubing. Here's my little red power bag. And so the whole idea is this will come out. It will attempt to feed into the top of the machines I want it to feed into. There we go. So then the two machines I need these saplings to go into. I'm gonna have these guys because these regulators should be able to keep it filled with exactly what I want. And then these two fermenters is what they're going to be. The fermenters will go there and there, and then they will make sure. Then we'll make sure that they can only have saplings in the top. So this is the input filter, if you don't know. So we'll only accept saplings, and then the out. This is the internal buffer, so it can store things in here. And then the amount I want to keep in these guys is a stack. So the whole idea is the fermenter will have water being pumped in. I'll sort that out with some aqueous accumulators later. It'll have saplings coming in the top, and then we will put in mulch from beneath. The mulch is going to be supplied from moisteners. And then these guys are going to pump out biomass. So that's going to be nice and easy there. So we're going to put the moisteners just here. Got moistener there and there. And these will be powered by a little farm we're going to put down the stairs. But they're both going to need water. So we're going to put that in the middle here. And we're going to feed it from... let's think about this now. Because these guys are going to need power. I'm going to need to power 2 engines just here to power my fermenters. these can just be fed from the bottom, I believe. We're going to have to work out a way to get the mulch out because it has been fiddly, as we've seen back at my base. But we're just going to lay down the cabling, and that's going to go here and here. So these are going to go in the bottom, along here, and then they're also going to go there, there, and there. Now you see I've put them behind as well. That's because the engines we're going to be using will be burning fuel, and they're going to need water as well. And in fact, what I think I'm going to do is just there, just down here, is where we're going to put an aqueous accumulator just there. Put it there, and have our 2 water source blocks there and there, and then we'll sort out getting to that later. So now we've got them going. These should just stay filled up. Now, do I even need these regulators? Well, we're going to use them. And then these are going to have regulators on top of them as well. Because these guys are going to want... not mulch. They're not going to want mulch in the slightest. They're going to want wheat. And I'm just going to put an input filter on that. Because in the end, what I want to do is be able to put everything in here and things just get pumped round. So things that might get put through here, saplings, can be allowed to escape, and they will go into these barrels. Oak saplings everywhere. Now what will happen is wheat will get put in that later, but we'll move this here so the pump can come from beneath. And then we'll put this guy here. So now we need to set up our golems. The golem will be put... we'll put him just there. What golem uprising? He doesn't know anything about a golem uprising. Oh, I didn't mean to put him there. But anyway, so where's he putting them? Is it going in there? I've not put any filters on him, so I think he's just outputting everything everywhere, or into the closest inventory. So we want him to deal with saplings and apples and wood, but we've not got any wood anymore because he's taken them. So I don't actually need 2 of them. So you can have saplings need to go in red. Red, come on, there you go, red. And they need to go in orange. So saplings will get pushed out from here, from there, into the relay at red, and then apples will be put into my storage system. So that's fairly easy. So we're going to need some power, and we're going to need some lighting down here because it is getting quite dark. Why not make that there? There you go. We'll light that, and then we'll light that. Now I'm going to need... I can still get up there, good. We're going to want to make a little farm down here, because the moisteners, well, see, the moisteners need special bits. What they need, and then this is a room, that'll do for center. The moisteners need, if I can get the words out, wheat. So we're going to give them wheat. So we're just going to grow wheat. And as always, we're going to have a straw golem and a wooden golem harvest and all that jazz. And actually, we're not going to have this cable continue. We're going to have a pipe here. And this pipe here is just going to feed the moistness. Cool. There you go. So it's just going to feed these moistness. It's going to be nice and easy. And then there. Yeah? So now these guys, I will put wheat in them. Moistness will be fed with wheat. We will extract. So water is going to be fed into all of these. Is that the right way? That is the right way. Right, so water is going to be fed into everything here. Out of that is going to come wheat. Sorry, mulch, and that's going to be put into these guys. Now, as far as I know, it actually needs to be put in the bottom side. So this is no good. Which makes me wonder how we're going to do this with our engines. So engines can go here, or I could just hook them up to an energy tesseract. I think I'll probably do that, because we need to change this anyway. Go away. I'll put you in the floor. Because I need stuff to go in the bottom there. So those guys will be fed there. If I change that up, I can have an energy tesseract feeding both of them, and then mulch will come in the bottom here. So the whole idea being mulch comes in there, that goes in the top there. So those get fed in, and those get fed in. No recipe. That's because these need fuel in order to see a recipe, and then they'll need energy. Now, neither of those are particularly tricky. We just have to set them up. Oh, come on, gravel, really? So, I hate to do this stop-start thing, but I'm going to have to be back with you all in a little bit when I've got the stuff I need to do this. It's a little bit messy, but I've now done a bit more, and we have a few issues. Firstly, as you can see, this guy is producing biomass. That's fine. Occasionally, I will need to come and put more in. As you can see, it churns through it really quickly, because I've got this guy here, who literally just pumps energy straight in. However, although I believe I now know the issue, we may not have an issue. No, we don't. We need to do that. Right, so now these two will churn through it. Here I've now swapped this for a relay, because the relay operates best at keeping these full. These two are now emitting biomass like a boss straight into my ender tank. I've got golem down here, and I've got to put this other golem here. He's fine. These guys have a little problem in that they think it is too light to do work. Yeah. Balls. Other than the fact I can't see the light source they're complaining about, unless it's one of these two guys. Yeah, we've got a little issue with that. So I'm going to reduce the light level here as low as we can. So now, can you guys work? Not dark enough. Of course it's freaking dark enough. There is no light source nearby. And I'm not blocking you off from the sun. No. That is silly. It is now dark enough for monsters to spawn. Look at this. Right, so this is all... See, things can spawn here. It is definitely dark enough for you. Also, why has that got there? I don't know why things are now entering in to this slot, but I suspect we'll find out in a second. In fact, I know we will, because I'm just going to check how these guys will accept input, see if they'll accept wheat from the sides, because if they will, that'll be great, and then I can close this off pretty much completely. I'll just have to pump that in there, so we'll see that. But other than that, this is done reasonably well. At the moment, the only issue I've got is that I'm going to run out of power. No, these guys aren't going to stay saplinged up, so I'm going to have to keep coming here, because this guy, well, it's going pretty well, it's not going crazy well, so we'll have some issues with that. This will need reconfiguring, because I've got this chest here and all that, but we'll do that later. I realise this is a really short episode, but I think I'm going to call it here, because the next stuff we want to get stuck into are pretty in-depth. At the beginning of next episode, we should be able to create fuel from this biomass tank that's filling up. This is great, we've now got biomass. We'll convert it and then probably send it into one of these tanks over here and create biofuel, which would be nice. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this fuel to create the biofuel. So we're sort of converting fuel into better fuel, but that's going to be next time. So thank you all very much for watching. If you have any ideas of anything that you'd like to see me do next, I've got a few ideas, but if you have any, just let me know. And again, make sure you comment whether or not you want to see me go to Feed the Beast Ultimate. It's something I've thought about for a while, but hey, I'm now asking you guys if you want to see that. Let me know and I'll swap over. It's really simple for me, so I'll make sure I do that. Please make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe. You have no idea how useful that is for me on YouTube. So this is the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. As always, leave a like, comment and subscribe. This has been Vralka. It's been my pleasure. I've enjoyed recording the hell out of this episode, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.